all tools, they sit on the back of a process, right? And if you don't have your process in order, and even if you throw the best tool on it, ultimately, it's going to come crumbling down, right? And you really need to think about the sales process that's supporting, because again, you can drive some massive value out of some of these platforms if you have the right process in place. I mean, we saw this in the marketing space. I feel this quite intimately. It was 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014. There was an explosion in the number of marketing tools, right? We had this nice big infographic that showed the number of
The
tools,
LumaScape, right?
and the logos got smaller and smaller each year. And by 2015 they stopped doing it. There were thousands and thousands of solutions in multiple categories, and it became a joke, right? And we've seen this happen in the sales tool space in the last 3 years. Same thing, right? There's been exponential growth in the number of tools, because I think more and more sales leaders have had to do what marketing leaders have had to do, right? Become much more sophisticated from a technology standpoint, and they start to look more like tech leaders. There's a part of the budget that used to be with the CIO that's now with the CSO, CRO, and they're responsible now for figuring out their own tech stack. But historically, I mean, that's just not been the bread and butter of sales, right? So,
No, it hasn't. And that pushes outsized value on the role of having really strong operations, right? Revenue operations, sales operations, whatever you call it, where you can have a disciplined process to think about what are the outcomes I expect to unlock from this tool, right? I
yeah,
think marketing is always a great space to make fun of, because there's like 7,000 million tools in the LumaScape and growing exponentially.
yep.
The exact ad network for stay-at-home dads with dogs or whatever it might be. Like, that's the level of specificity. Sales will get there too. But the difference being, you need operations to really help you get there, because sales leader gets a bucket of money and needs to turn that into more money, and they want to use it the most efficient tooling stack possible. That's where your operations team comes in, helps being disciplined by making sure you've got the process to evaluate, utilize, and then check back in on that. One of the best pieces of advice that we've ever gotten on this from kind of all of the MSP community is, 90 days before your renewal, take a look back at those hypothesis metrics you had when you bought.
Yeah.
How are you trending? Are you in line? Are you above? Are you behind? Cool, because that should really impact what you do for the next 90 days. And it shouldn't just be, oh shit, we're not even using this thing. It should be something where you can start to gauge how you're going to process that or approach that renewal, and also influence coaching on your team.